Hello everyone, it's me Joseph. Well, I think this will be the sad news, but maybe it's a good news on the other side. I think this will be the last video of me sitting in this desk looking at this curtain on the background, because there's a big change. This August 23rd, I will move to Canada, and I think I will stay there about more than 3 years to study and stay there. Well, what about home? Well, I will do the homestay, so I will stay in somebody's house that's really close to my school in Canada, Vancouver. So my school is called, it's really famous school in that Canada city. And that place has many different kind of skin tones, so it doesn't really matter about that. A lot of people are studying at the same environment, so I think that's really good. So that's why I decided to go Canada. And since I filmed one video for 1 month, this will be the last video that you can see me in this background. Well, we don't delete this YouTube channel, because if I go there, then I will film my life and then what had happened there and then all the cool natures, because well, Canada is a big country. It's perfectly different than in Korea. So it means that there's more opportunity and a lot of cool things to take a photo. So in there, I will send my dad a lot of pictures, and then maybe he can film another YouTube video from my photos and videos. So that is the big change in my life. Well, you know, after COVID-19, every year is not that special for everybody. I talked to my Cambly teacher, and then I talked to my Cambly teacher, and then he also said, well, after 19 and 2020, well, every single year is not that special. Since it's COVID-19, we can't go out. We can't do much more special things outside. Staying home, watching YouTube videos, playing game, and then if it's going outside, then it's just eating food outside. There's no big events that happened in this last 5 years. But for me, I think I can remember the 2024. 2024, I first thought that this year, I think it'll be same as 2023. Like just normal life, nothing special, no special big event. But, you know, I think this will be the best year to celebrate and to remember if I become a grown-up. So that's the whole thing that I learned. And then, well, going Canada is a big chance and then big different and big change. But I told to my friends, and then he has a really deep thinking. And then he said to me like, oh, I think stepping to a country that you've never been to before. And also, that's the country that I'm going alone without my parents. Studying alone is a big thing. And also, I told my pastor about that. And then he heard that and then said, well, I studied in China with my brother, also no parents. And then he said, well, if it's going outside, like something special change, something new change, then it's definitely funny. And also a lot of people who've been to Canada like me to study, then they also said like, if you're going to Canada, then you'll say like, oh, I don't want to come back. So I'm feeling like, oh, this is a really nice place, so I'm not worried. And then today I went to the church, and then the pastor, I think his message was right in my heart, because I think my God made this situation, but today's pastor's story was that, well, God is in everywhere. So if you think of like going to a PC room or playing a game or just eating some foods, maybe that's not same as going to a church. But it doesn't mean that we actually put away the God, because God is always in my heart. So if I go to Canada and they're like worried because it's a new place, then I'm not even worried because my God is inside. It's same in Korea. My God protects me more than my parents and more than the teachers who study in Korea. So, well, today I went to the church, and then that actually relieved my mind. So now, about 1 month ago, I thought like, oh, what if like something bad will happen in Canada? What if some gunshot will happen in Canada? But actually there was no gun, and then all the things that I worried is all gone now. Well, I think if I go to Canada, then the time will go so much quickly, because well, I decided to go to Canada about March or April, but then it's like more than 4 months past right now. And then that gap was just quick. It was more faster than the light itself. So I thought like if I go to Canada, then I think that time will spend much faster than the time in Korea. So I'm now so relieved. And then I'll trust my God because it's alone. So only one thing that I have to trust is God. So maybe it's another good chance to make me and my God's relationship much more harder. So what if you try something new and then don't be afraid of trying something new? It's a big change for me. It's not like changing on new shoes. That's also a change, but going to a new country that I've never been to before, and then also without my parents. Only trusting my God. I think that's the best way to trust and to make my relationship with the God very hard. So now I'm not even worried. I will just spend a happy time in this vacation until I leave, until I step into an airplane. And then after I step into an airplane, like my mom said, the time will go fast, watching movie, sleep. Then it's Canada. And then that I have to pack my package, go to my room, and then setting all the things, and then going to a school with my new friends. Well, if you're thinking that, oh, I think I will miss my Korean friends, but then actually that'll never happen. That'll never happen because in my 6th grade, in my elementary school, I thought like, oh, if I go to middle school, then there's no new friends that I know, so maybe I will miss my friends. But then, what happened? My middle school friends are my best friends right now. So if I go there, then it's more global. In here, it's just Korean friends. But there, it's more global. From India, from Canada, from America, from every different place from Earth. So I think there's a more better chance. So if I go outside, then we can see mountain. Then we can see tree. But if I go over the world, then we can see much more things than going outside. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Well, it's the last video in Korea, but 1 month later, you will see a better video with a nice view of Canada. Thank you so much. And I will trust my God and I'll be not to be afraid of something new. So don't be afraid of some new big change. Just trust my God, trust your God. Bye-bye, all my absolute legends.
Subscribe this channel. That is good.